What if the story that defined Gotham never happened? What if that gunshot in the alley, the one that changed everything, never echoed? What if Thomas and Martha Wayne lived? And their son, Bruce Wayne, grew up not in pain and vengeance, but in light, love, and hope? Would Gotham still have a protector? Would the world still have a Batman? Or would the city sink into darkness without its Dark Knight? This is the story of a world where Batman was never born. It's a peaceful night in Gotham. A family leaves a movie theater, laughing as rain begins to fall. Thomas Wayne, his wife Martha, and their young son Bruce, walking home together. A narrow alley, dimly lit. A shadow moves. A man steps forward, trembling, desperate, holding a gun. But something changes. Thomas Wayne doesn't fight back. He calmly gives the man his wallet. Martha removes her necklace and offers it quietly. No panic. No screams. No gunfire. That night, no lives are lost. And a child named Bruce Wayne goes home safe. No trauma. No blood on cold cobblestones. No vow of vengeance whispered under a street lamp. Just peace, and from that moment, the world takes a very different path. Bruce Wayne grows up surrounded by love. His father, a man of power and principle, teaches him that strength must serve others. His mother, compassionate and wise, teaches him that kindness can be the greatest weapon of all. Without grief to haunt him, Bruce becomes something new. He isn't a symbol of vengeance, but of vision. He studies everything: politics, science, psychology, engineering. He travels the world not to learn how to fight, but how to build. How to heal what's broken. He sees Gotham not as a battlefield, but as a city worth saving through hope. When he returns, he doesn't hide behind shadows. He walks proudly in the daylight, determined to rebuild Gotham's spirit. Under Bruce Wayne's leadership, Wayne Enterprises transforms completely. Weapons divisions close down. Factories become schools. Resources shift from profit to progress. Renewable energy replaces pollution. Poverty programs lift thousands from the streets. And for the first time in decades, Gotham begins to smile again. Crime rates drop. Education rises. Even the skyline begins to change, brighter, cleaner, alive. People start calling Bruce Wayne the man who saved Gotham without a cape. But even the brightest light casts shadows. In the corners of Gotham's rebirth, old corruption begins to stir. Politicians grow greedy. Business rivals manipulate the system. The poor, once lifted up, start feeling forgotten again. Evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes, it wears a smile. And Bruce Wayne feels it. Each night, he stands at the top of Wayne Tower, staring down at a city he loves. He has everything: wealth, respect, and peace. But something deep inside him whispers, you could do more. It isn't anger. It isn't vengeance. It's destiny. The part of him that might have been Batman still lives, hidden in his heart. Without Batman, the city evolved in unexpected ways. Arthur Fleck, the man who, in another world, would have become the Joker, receives the mental health care he needs, funded by the Wayne Foundation. He becomes a performer who makes children laugh instead of scream. Harvey Dent never becomes Two-Face. He rises through the system with his integrity intact, becoming Gotham's youngest and most beloved mayor. Selina Kyle, never forced into crime, grows up to become one of Gotham's best detectives. No Joker. No Two-Face. No Catwoman. No Bane. The monsters that once defined Gotham never appear. Because the man who would have inspired them, Batman, never existed. And yet, even in peace, something begins to feel wrong. Peace without struggle can be dangerous. When there's no enemy to fight, the real enemy becomes complacency. Behind closed doors, greed and corruption evolve. They no longer hide in the shadows, they walk freely in boardrooms and city halls. Crime becomes cleaner, quieter, but no less deadly. Gotham smiles on the surface, but its soul begins to rot again. Bruce Wayne feels it. The same restlessness, the same calling in his chest. He wonders if maybe, just maybe, the city still needs a guardian. But he's not a fighter. He's a thinker. So he turns to what he knows best, innovation. One night, the storm finally hits. A massive cyber attack cripples Gotham. Traffic lights fail. Hospitals lose power. Police networks go dark. Chaos spreads. And once again, Gotham teeters on the edge. But this time, the savior doesn't rise from the shadows. He rises from the light of technology. Bruce Wayne activates his greatest creation, Project Guardian. Sleek, black drones sweep through the skies. They disarm criminals, rescue civilians, restore order. They act with precision, speed, and compassion, guided by Bruce himself. For the first time, Gotham is protected not by fear, but by foresight. No cape. No cowl. Just intelligence, compassion, and innovation. The bat symbol never shines in the sky, but the spirit of what it stood for. Justice, protection, courage. Lives on. Bruce Wayne becomes the guardian Gotham never knew it needed. Project Guardian changes everything. Crime rates drop to their lowest in history. Emergency response becomes faster than ever. Even the police adapt Bruce's systems to serve people better. Gotham finally feels safe. Not because of vengeance, but because of vision. Bruce Wayne has done what Batman never could. He saved Gotham permanently. And yet, he often wonders, was this truly his destiny? Or the one he escaped? Years later, an older Bruce Wayne walks through the same alley where his parents almost died. The same cobblestones glisten beneath the rain. The same lamplight flickers above. But this time, there's no gunman. No fear. Only peace. He stops for a moment, looking up at the night sky. Clouds shift. And for just a second, the stars form a faint outline. A bat, across the heavens. He smiles softly. Because even in this world, a world without tragedy, without Batman, the symbol still exists. Not carved in fear, but remembered through hope. Bruce whispers to himself, maybe somewhere, in another world, he's still out there. Watching. Because the truth is, heroes are not born from pain alone. Sometimes, they're born from purpose. Even without the Dark Knight, the courage he represents will always find a way. Maybe it's not the mask that defines the hero, but the heart behind it. And even in a world where Batman never lived, the spirit of what he stood for, justice, bravery, and hope, will live forever. This is the world without Batman.